Yes, sir. Vast.
If
Okay.
you can briefly go through the theory, that will help. I haven't started also.
Okay. Okay. So we'll see. So like, so in XML basically there are three things is there: RS less, then get it, delays, and D flip flop. Right. So first we'll see the three things like theoretical. Then after that we'll solve some numerical. Okay. So let me share my screen. And I'll suggest like please watch the professor lecture because professor explained very well
Sure,
all
sure,
the
we'll
thing.
do that.
Yeah. So first thing is RS. RSLess, right? So what happened in the RSLess? So this is the NAND gate, and this is used for used to like storage like something like, so you can store 1 bit in RSLess, right? So this is S, this is R, and whatever this Q, it feed back to this, and this Q it feed back to this, and this is Q, and this is QR. So when S equal to 0, let's write in another color. When S equal to 0, R equal to 1, what will be the Q and Q bar? So if S equal to 0, so means like this will be Q will be 1, right? Because 0, if anything it's like it will be 0, then not, it will be 1, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then this 1 it will fit, so 1 1, this 1 1 0, then uh, this 1 1 1, then it will be 0, right? So Q bar will be 0. Up to that is correct.
Yes.
Yeah, but then
Okay.
zero is being fed into upper one also, no?
Yeah. So it is fed. So what will happen? Again 0 0 0, and it will be 1, right? Q
Correct.
equal to 1 and Q, correct. Okay, let's
Even if it is one, then it will become the zero and one only. Okay. Okay. Even if R
because
is one,
it is
sorry, R
0,
is
right?
zero. If
uh,
even if R is zero, then also it will be like that only.
yeah, let's like put like when S equal to 0, R equal to 1, what will happen? So let's draw the again. So this is NAND gate, right? So this is again, this is NAND gate, right? So that one step. This is S, this is R, this is Q, and this is Q bar. Okay, so this will be fed to this will be fed to this, right? Now, when S equal to 0, R equal to 1. So when S equal to 0 means when S equal to 0, it will be 0, right? Here, and it will be 1,
Yes, zero
right?
with anything zero and it will become one.
Ah. And Q equal to 1, so 1 1, it will be 1, correct?
Yes. So it
And this will
becomes
be 0,
zero.
right?
Yes.
Again, it will be 0, so it will be Q equal to 1, and R, it will be the same,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when S equal to, let's write in the different color. S equal to 1, R equal to 0, what will happen? So,
It
when
will
R
just
equal
flip.
to 0, yeah, when R equal to 0 means here it will be 0 and it will be 1. So, this will be 1, 1, 1, 0. So, 1, 1, 1, and it will be, so it will be 0, and this will be this will be again 1, right? So when let's draw the truth table also, that will be good. Mm, Input R S and what will be the Q? When S equal to 0, sorry, R equal to 1, R equal, okay, so when S equal to 0, R equal to 1, what happened? Q equal to 1, right? And when
Yes.
R equal to 0, it will be 0. Okay, now let's remove and see other things. So when S equal to 1 and R equal to also 1, what will happen? So let's say
S equal to 1.
R equal to also 1. So
S
let's
equal
write
to 1.
this is this is S. This is, okay, let's assume Q equal to 0. Let's assume Q equal to 0, first case. So when Q equal to 0, this will be 0. R 0 and 1, it will be 0. This will be 1. So it will be 1. Then this will fade back to 1. 1, 1, it will be 1, and this will be 0. So when S equal to 1 and R equal to 1, when Q equal to 0, so let's S R, when S R 1, 1, Q equal to 0, like Q next is also 0, right? Correct? Up to that
What
is
is that
clear?
last one? Q? Q after
Q
Q, what is
next,
that?
like whatever the, let's assume Q equal to 0, then what will happen in the next?
Okay.
So okay, now let's assume, sorry, when let's assume S equal to 1, R equal to 1, and this time Q equal to 1, what will happen? This will be 1, 1, 1, this will be 1, this will be 1, 1, 1, this will be 0, and this will get to the 0. This will 1, 0, 0, this will be 1. So we can, if you observe carefully, when both are 1, it will act as a Q previous, or it can act as a like memory element. I think this you understand, like
What do you mean by when we say Q previous?
Q previous, like whatever the previous value it was there. So if we assume Q equal to 1, so after the next you can see that Q will be 1, right? What are the
Okay.
previous value it was there?
Okay.
Okay, now the next thing is, when Q S equal to 1, S equal to 0, R equal to 0, what will happen?
0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1.
So let's take this. This will be 1, and sorry, this will be 0, this will be 1, right? Correct?
Yes.
And this will be again go to the 1, 1, 0,
0.
1, 0, 0, it will be 1. It will be 1, right?
Yes.
Correct? Okay. Now when again fed back to the 1, so 1, 0,
0.
1, 0, sorry, 1, 0, okay. Let me go to the, let's see, 1 second, that will be good. when s equal to 0, r equal to 0. So let's, this is q equal to 1. Okay, 1 0, this is 1 1 0, this will be 1 0, this will be 0, right, and this will be 1. Again go to that, this 1 0, right. So 1 0, this will be 0, this will be this will
One
be
only.
1 times something missing, because it will be the forbidden state.
What happened? I mean, when S is 0, output is 0, then it becomes 1,
Yeah,
which is being fed
and
to
this will be
R.
okay.
R
Yeah,
becomes 0, becomes 1, fed to
yes.
S. It's
So you
correct.
can, yeah, correct. So this will be con, because, and you can see that this is q and this is q bar. So q does not equal to q bar, right?
Correct.
So this is called forbidden state, or you can see that you can. This is called meta stability or
Sir,
meta.
it's Q is equal to Q bar.
Q does not equal to q bar, right? Here for
Q is
when s
coming
equal to,
out to be equal to Q bar here, but generally Q is not equal to Q bar. So that is why
Yeah.
this is invalid.
so here it's not, because both are one, right? Here q and q, this is q and this is q bar, both are, this is also one, this is also one. So not equal to q does not equal to q bar.
Yeah, I mean, this
So
is not
Yeah,
satisfied.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so generally it will be equal, q equal to q bar. Other cases, but in here this case is not satisfied, correct?
No, no. So we shouldn't. Q is not equal to Q bar. This is what should set. The output should satisfy this
Yeah, yeah,
condition, which
yeah,
is
output
not
set
getting
set.
satisfied in this case. So hence,
Yeah,
this is the forbidden state.
yeah, it is forbidden state. So when it is 0 0, it is forbidden state. Up to that is correct. Everyone got it.
Yes.
Now we'll learn about the gated delays. Gated. So what is the modification we have done? So you can see that. You can see that. So we are like putting one not get. So it will cannot be 0 0, right? If it like put 0, it will be 1, and this is the uh, RSLess, right? You can see that this is the RSLess. So this will be the RSLess, correct? Got it?
D input is going through a NOT gate here.
Yeah. So for another that this it will put the one not get. This is called gated details.
No, what is this? This is kind of short circuit happening.
Yeah, not short circuit. Like you can see that in the previous case, 0 0 case is happening. Whenever like 0 0, it's forbidden state. Like so, you have a problem
Yes,
with 0 0, right?
yes,
So if we put not get here,
yes,
so it will be not 0 0. It will be 0 1 or 1 0 kind of thing, right?
correct.
So that's why you have modify the circuit and it will be 0 1 and
No, but
kind
yeah,
of.
but in the second layer of that NAND
It's like
gates, what
another.
is
It's it's another RSLS. This is a RSLS.
no. I mean, after the, I mean, you have kind of connected these two NAND gates. What is that? Right
Yes.
enable. What is that?
This is the right enable. Like we call it a right enable. Like both NAND gate we are providing one input.
One same input. Okay.
Yeah, one same input.
That can be either 1 or 0.
Yeah, either can be 1 or 0.
Okay.
Okay, let's see that what will be that truth table. Okay, when right enable equal to 1, so when that let's take another that W E equal to 1, right? So if we put D equal to 0, what will happen?
0. This side will become 1 input. Upper side will
So
be 0 input. 0 will
yeah,
become 1. 1 will become 0.
yeah. So if it is 0, then 0 and 1, it will be 0, it will be 1, right? Correct.
Yes.
When we put W equal to that this one, what will be that?
Where?
Here output will be 1 1 0. This will be 0, right? Correct.
Yes. Yes.
When S equal to 1, R equal to 0, what is the output? When S equal to
0.
yeah, so Q will be
0.
okay. So let's write. So WE one is 1 and D equal to 0, output is 0. Okay. Now let's put D equal to 1. What will be the here? It will get 1 1. It will be 0 here,
Hmm.
and this will get 0. This will get 1, right?
Yes. So 0
And
1
this is the
case.
0 1 case. For 0 1 case, when you can see that 0 1, when 0 S equal to 0, R equal to 1, we are getting 1, right?
1.
So we are getting 1. Okay. When W equal to, let's set 0 now.
Now, why we are writing right enable equal to 1 or 0?
Now that right enable is 1, what will happen? Now right enable equal to 0. So we are put, this is like fixed input. Right enable like 0 or either 0 or either 1.
Okay.
Now right enable, let's put 0. What will happen? Okay. Now when D equal to 0, what will happen? What will happen here?
That will be again case of 1 and
This
1
will be
and
1 and this will be 1. Correct.
yes. Yes.
So what happened in the 1 1 case? It's Q
Forbidden.
previous,
Forbidden.
right?
Sorry. 0 0 was forbidden.
Yeah. So it will be now for 1 1. It is like Q
Q
previous, right? Yeah.
previous.
So let's write here. Okay. So VLC. So it will be when D equal to right enable equal to 0. Sorry, right enable equal to 0 and D equal to 0. It will act as Q previous. Okay. When right enable equal to 0 and D equal to 1, what will happen?
No, opposite. Right enable 1 and D equal to 0.
No, right enable, sorry, right enable equal to 0 and D equal to 1. What will happen?
That we have done already. That is one. Second
I
row.
think for D equal to 0 we have done.
No, second row you have written no. Right enable 0, D equal to 1.
Okay, I think that will be, sorry, this is opposite, I think. So this is, I think, 1 0, I think. Uh, W equal to 1 and D equal to 1. This is 1, yeah. Sorry, this is, I think, might we will discuss once more. That will be good. So what will happen when D equal to 1? What will happen?
D equal to 1, it will become 0. 0 to become 1.
Here it will be 0, right?
Yes. And down
Here
it
it will
will
be
be.
1 and here it will be 1. Correct? So again it
Yes.
will be Q previous, right? So 0, 1, it will be Q previous. Up to that is correct? Or shall I explain this once more?
Once, yeah, thoroughly once more.
Okay, so let me,
This Q previous thing, can you explain once more?
yeah, well, explain. So maybe let's remove and let's erase and let's draw in the short. That will be good. Okay, so let's draw in the. Okay, that input. So let's take when W equal to 0, right enable equal to 0, and D equal to 0. What will happen? So for 0 and D equal to 0, what will happen? So this is 0, right? So 0 0, it will be 0 and it will be 1, right? Here.
Yes. It will
And
be
for
1.
0 and this will be 1. 0 1 0, then it will be 1 here, right?
Yes.
And this is the that RS less, right? This is
Yes.
F and this is S, this is R, right? So 1 1 means Q previous, right?
Yes.
Whatever the
What is
previous,
this Q previous? Can you please explain once more?
previous means past, whatever the past.
Past
Like
means?
past means like suppose now input is 0 and okay, we'll understand with the help of timing diagram. That will be good. So suppose
Okay.
okay, suppose let here understand. Suppose this is the Q. So D, right? Suppose D doing like that, and suppose this is the Q. So when Q equal to suppose that here, like kind of that, right? So suppose this is the right enamel, and this is the Q, not the D. This is the D, right? So this is a suppose you want to find the Q. What will be the timing diagram, right? So you can see that W equal to 0, right? This is W equal to 0, Sorry. So let's here understand this. So here W equal to 1, right? Correct.
Yes.
And D equal to 0.
0.
So it will kind of that, right? Okay, up to that is. Now you can see that here WE equal to 0 here and D equal to 1. What will happen? Q past. Q past means whatever the previous value. So it will be like that. Up to that it will be like that. Whatever the Q will be like that. This is the Q type. So previous means whatever the just previous value. Just before that.
Okay.
Okay.
So if it would have been 0, then it will be 0 again.
It will be, if it is 1, then it will be 1. Right. Okay. This will be the Q previous. Suppose W equal to 0 and D equal to 1. What will happen? D equal to 1. So it will be 0. Here it will be what will happen? This is 0 and this is what will happen?
1 1.
1 1 and it will be the again Q previous. Okay, let's take W equal to now 1. W equal to 1 and D equal to 0.
0 1.
What will happen?
Let's input 1 to S. 1 1 1.
This will be 1.
Yeah, 1 0 case.
Yeah. So this will be, I think, 1. This will be 0. So 1 0. When S is 1, R is 0. When S is 1, R is 0. So it
0.
will be 0, right? 0. Now let's take W equal to 1 and D equal to also 1.
1 0 1 0 1 2 0
So it
1
will be
case.
0. This will be 0. This will be 1. When S is 0, R is 1. What will happen? When S is 0, R is 1, it will be 1.
The forbidden state is avoided.
Yeah, forbidden is status avoided. And this is these are the level sensitive. What do you mean by level sensitive? When W equal to 1, means this the value will be changes when W equal to 1, kind of that. When W equal to 0, this is the level sensitive. Okay. Up to that is clear for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's solve this timing diagram. D nonetheless. Okay, so this might not be correct answer. This, so that's all. This might not be because maybe it's wrong. So which of the following timing diagram is correct for a gated D nonetheless? If you solve that question, I've like also given the truth table. So, but in the exam, it will won't be there for live session. Like for understanding purpose, I have given the truth table. So, which of the following correct? Just solve.
What is
This
it?
is
CLK? What is
oh, this is
CLK?
sorry. This is W. CLK means W. WE.
Okay.
Yeah. CLK means WE. Maybe like the dietary means clock. Like we can also
Okay.
refer clock also.
W0 T 0.
It may be multiple choice also, like MSQ.
Mhm. C option is also looking correct.
Which option? C.
Mm.
Okay, let's see. But one may be correct or may not be correct.
I'm not looking at one, I was looking at C.
Okay. So which are the correct for you? C, that or and
C, I looked till halfway in the diagram. So it was looking
okay.
correct.
Look properly, then you can understand.
C is looking correct. I don't know.
Okay, let's see one by one. Okay. When W equal to 0, T equal to 0, so we'll do like previous, like whatever the like let things previous equal to. When W, okay, let's see W equal to here, it's 1, right?
Mm.
Here it's 1, and D equal to also 1 in that position. What will happen?
One.
W equal to 1 and D equal to 1, it will be 1. Okay, round up to that is correct, right? Now, at that position, at that position, you can see that up to that is correct. Now, this position, up to this, D equal to 0, right?
0, 0, Q previous. That is
And
also correct.
this is 0. So, Q previous is like 1, right? So,
One.
it will be 1, right? Up to that is, now, it is, now that's here. W equal to 1, and this is D equal to 0. So, it will be
Mm.
0.
0.
Now, here, W equal to E equal to 0 and D equal to 0, Q previous. So,
Q
Q previous will be.
previous.
So, I think 1 is the correct answer, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's see this one. Okay. Here, up to that is correct now. Let's see here. W equal to 1 and this is equal to 1. What will happen?
Second
This,
time.
this will be 1, right? Up to that is correct.
Yes. Yes.
Now, let's see.
0,
Up to
1
that
is
is also
Q
correct.
previous. This is also correct.
Okay. Now, uh,
0, 0 is Q previous. It's not happening.
the yeah 0 0 it's Q previous. So it will be
Not
like kind of that. It's not happening. This will be the wrong. This will be the wrong. Okay. Now this option. Uh, so yeah, up to that is correct.
diagram is not properly drawn here.
Diagram, it's drawn
Yeah, I mean,
properly,
it's
right?
not to the scale. Yeah, scale is not proper. Anyway,
Okay, maybe like for this question, after that, this question will be like a scale will be given to already.
okay.
So maybe like if you want, like I'll be changing the scale also, like way that
No, no issues. I mean,
what for a while, like creating this question at that time, I was not aware about the that one that web form or something like that. One is website. There is one tool.
right.
Just put 0 1, it will be given. So I draw
Okay.
this is in the I think that Google slide or something like that.
Okay.
So that time, okay. not any
0,
small.
0, 0. Then
0
1,
0 up to that is
0,
good.
1,
Okay,
0,
now
0.
this is correct or not?
1, 0, 0. Secondary is also okay. Hello.
Yes. So let's see. 0 0. Now let's see. Here it will be 1 up to that is correct.
1, 1, 1 is correct.
Yeah,
Then
1 1 is correct. Now
0,
0
1 is
and this
previous correct.
correct. Now
0,
here is
0
0
is correct.
is correct. Okay, now up to that
1, 0, 0.
0 is correct. Now 0. I think this is also correct, right?
Q previous. Yes.
Now this is
0, 1.
0.
Yes. No, it's not
This is
happening.
this is not happening. This is
Yeah.
wrong. This is wrong.
So, till halfway it was looking good, but later on.
Yeah. So in the quiz also, like you have to like see
Yes, yes.
carefully. Okay, now
Last
let's
option,
see
let
this.
us see. So 0,
Okay,
0 is okay. Again 1, 0. 0 is
it is
okay.
up
Then
to that
1,
is
1,
correct.
1 is correct. 0,
It
0
is
is Q previous correct. Then 0, 0 Q previous correct. 1,
and this
0,
is
0 is correct.
I think
0,
this is correct.
0 Q previous correct. Then 0, 1 is Q previous correct. 1, 1, 1 correct.
Okay. Up to that you understand, right?
Yes, this was clear.
Okay, now let's another question. This question. Consider a gated DLS constructed using the NAND gates. The initial input at 0 nanosecond is d equal to 1 and right enable is high. Right enable toggles every between high and low every 5 nanoseconds. After 8 nanoseconds, the input D changes from 1 to 0. The output of Q after 16 nanoseconds will be.
The diagram will be the same which we were discussing, correct?
It will be the same. Like you have to just calculate it. What will happen? Okay,
Initial
let's
input
write the W and D also. If
1,
you
1.
forget
D
it.
is 1. Where is that table? 1, 1.
Yeah, 0 0 it will be Q previous.
Q previous.
0 1 it will be Q
Q previous.
previous.
1, 0,
1 0
0.
0 1
1,
1
1 is
1. So with the help of using this, you
so
can
1.
just
Both are high, so Q will be 1.
okay, just write at 0 nanosecond. At 0 nanosecond, what will be D equal to 1 and WE equal to 1. So Q equal to 1, right? So after 5 nanosecond, right enable is yeah. Yes. Hello. Am I audible, right?
Right enable will become 0 after 5 nanoseconds.
Yeah, right enable. So D equal to 1 and W equal to 0. What will happen? What will be the Q?
0.
Q why 0?
Oh,
When
sorry,
W
sorry.
equal
Q
to
previous.
D 0 is 1. Q previous. So it is 1.
it will yeah. Now you can see that after 8 nanosecond, it changes to 0, right? So this is
0,
after
0 will be Q previous. Again 1.
5 nanosecond. This is after 8 nanosecond. D equal to 0 and
Right enable is
W equal to 0. So Q equal to 1. Up to that is correct.
yes.
After 10 nanosecond. D equal to
After
0
10, where the 10 came from?
because
Okay, we are
5 minutes.
taking in steps of 5 and adding it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
10,
Q equal to,
and it will be no W equal to become 1, no?
yeah, 1. So
Yes.
Q will be
0, 1 is 0.
0. Okay. Now after 15 nanoseconds, D equal to 0 and W equal to 0. After 16 nanoseconds,
It becomes 1.
T equal to 0 and W equal to 0.
8
So Q will,
nanosecond, which one flops? D or W?
so that after 8 nanosecond, 8 become 0.
So D becomes D's changes, no? So after 16, D will become 1.
No. We are not saying they are toggling. We are only saying that D become after 8 nanosecond, D become 1 to 0. We are saying
But if it is
not,
already 0, then it will remain 0.
yeah. So you can see that initially D equal to 1, right?
Yes.
Correct. So we are saying that after 8 nanosecond, D changes from 1 to 0. We are not saying that
And it
after
remains
16
as it
nanosecond.
is. Okay.
Yeah, we are only saying, but in the for right enable,
It
it will
is
be like,
toggling.
yeah,
Okay.
it is kind of that. But that D equal to after certain, it will be 0.
Okay.
Okay, up to that is clear. So I think D latch is clear for everyone, right? Okay. Now like D flip flop. So there is a one difference, D flip flop. So you can see that that when clock is like 0 and 1, so when in the latches D latch, when W equal to 1, it changes the output, right? Whatever the D value according to the D value, right? Hello.
W is what I mean. That table
So
is there.
yeah, table is 0. So when W equal to 1, it changes. Otherwise, it's like if W equal to 0, it like whatever Q previous. In D latches, when W equal to 1, it changes, right? According to the D value, correct? But in D flip flop, what will happen? It will changes according to the age. So in D flip flop, what will happen? It will changes according to the age. It may be positive and it may be negative. Age means when it will become 0 to 1, it will changes. This is called age trigger, and it will, or maybe 1 to 0. So most of the time it will be positive age trigger flip flop. Positive age trigger flip flop means when it is 0 to 1, changing from 0 to 1, the value will be changed. Up to that is clear. So this will be the clock.
I mean, flip flop means it will be 1 in one cycle and 0 in another. That is what it means. No?
No, like flip flop basically are making up on the latches, but there is a one difference, that D latch are the level sensitive and flip flop are the edge sensitive. What do you mean by level and what do you mean by edge sensitive? You can see that in the latches, this is a time latches, that the output is changing when D equal to, when W equal to 1. Output is changing, right? But in the D flip flop, output will be changing when this, it will be 0 to 1. When it will be 0 to 1, not in the when like W equal to 1. When it will be changing 0 to 1, clock will be changing from 0 to 1. This is called positive edge trigger flip flop.
I mean, CR means W will change from 0 to 1.
Yeah, when it is changing from the 0 to 1, so
Then
output will
Q
be,
will change.
yeah, Q will be changing. Okay, so let's see the timing diagram, that will be good. So D, and we can say that this is clock or WE, and clock, and Q, right? Q next or Q. So what will be that? And D equal to 0, and output is changing from that 0 to 1, like clock is changing from 0 to 1, then this will be 0. And D equal to 1, output is changing from this will be 1. If clock is 1 or clock is 0, it will like D can be anything. D can be anything. It will be Q previous.
What is this?
So it can be.
First and second row. What is this symbol you have made?
This is called when clock will be changing 0 to 1. That time will
Okay.
change. Someone is calling. Hello. Up to that is clear. So how actually deep flip-flop making? So just watch the lecture, you will get how actually deep
Yes.
flip-flop making.
So I mean, when CK is 1 or 0, and D can be anything, you're saying?
Yeah, D can be anything. If D is 0 or D is 1, it does not depend. Just don't care. If D
Okay.
is 0 or D 1, like kind of that, it does not care. It will be Q previous. Up to that is clear for everyone.
Yes.
Okay, now let's solve this timing diagram. So this may not be correct. Sorry, what happened? This may not be correct. So which will be the right answer? This is the deep flip-flop, and this is the clock, and this is the end.
It is changing and D is 0. So the next will be 0. Y is Q next, no?
Yeah, Q next, or like what will be the next, like last Q? Like you can say also that Q,
Okay.
then you can previous or kind of that. It's like same.
W is changing from 1 to 0. And
Okay, let's see one by one option. That will be good, right?
D is 0.
Okay. Okay, so D equal to 0. D equal to 0. Up to that, let's see. D equal to it will be 0. So Y will be 0, 0, 0. It will be 0, right? Up to that is correct, right?
No, no, right. First input
No.
is like first
It's kind
input
of
is 1 0. So when it is 1, it is D becomes don't care term. So
yeah.
y is equal to 0. So that is kind of starting point given to us, because
Yes.
that is last Q doesn't mean we don't have any information, so that is given.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
next thing, it is changing from 1 to 0. So
Now let's see that point, right?
no. Second segment
Okay.
from here
Second
to
thing.
here.
Yeah.
Here. So here it is changing, no, from 1 to 0.
Now see, this
W
is 0, right? Clock is
Yeah.
0. So when its clock is 0, what will
Hmm.
it will be the last Q, right? So okay. So that this will be that. Okay, let's see. This will be
I'm saying second cycle is W is changing from 1 to 0. That is what I'm saying.
this is clock. 1 to 0, yeah. But this is
So it is changing, no?
positive. Yeah, this is positive at trigger flip flop. So it will be changing whatever the one positive like trigger. So you can see that clock is, this is 0, right?
Yes.
And this is also 0, right?
Yes.
So this is 0 and this is 0. So what will be that? It will be like 0, right? This is up to that is correct.
Okay.
Now let's see this up to that. After that, this is 0. Clock is 0, right?
Okay.
And D is 1.
Mhm.
D equal to 1. Clock is 0. So it will be Q previous, right? Correct. So you can see that clock is 0. T does not carry, it will be last previous, so but it's not Q previous, so this is wrong answer.
No, but what is the meaning? I mean, first row and second row, it is given, it is changing. CLK or W is changing.
W key changing from 1 to 0, not 0 to 1, right? In that you are talking about the second segment, right?
Yes.
So you can see that this segment you are talking about, right?
Okay. So, okay, in the table, it is given if it is changing from 0 to 1, then we have to take like that,
Yes,
not
0 to 1.
otherwise.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So in the third segment, so up to segment 2, it is working correctly. Third segment, what
Okay.
is happening? It is
So you
0
can see that this is 0. Clock is 0.
and D is 1.
Clock is 0 and D is 0, right?
D is
Oh
1,
yeah,
no?
sorry. D is 1. Yeah, D is 1. So what will be output?
Yeah, so
Q
it should be
previous, right?
previous only. It shouldn't change.
Yeah, but it's changed, right? So this is wrong.
It's changed. Correct.
Yeah. Similarly, like this
This is the same replica to here. Now
is also wrong, I think,
this is
because
also wrong. Yes. The same segment. Third up
yeah.
to 3.
Now let's check third.
1, 0, 1, 0. It should be last.
Now you can see that
0, 0.
this is changing from
Last.
0 to 1, right? And D equal to 1, right?
D equal to 1, changing from 0 to 1. Okay.
So it will be 1, right? Up to that is correct.
The next
Now
segment.
here,
Next segment at this point.
yeah, up to that is correct. Now up to that is also correct, right? Now here,
Yes. It's 0 and 1.
it
0
is
and 1
0
is previous Q.
is
Correct. This is also
Q
correct.
previous, up to that is correct. Now
Yes.
here,
Now 0, 0. It should be
so 0
previous.
0,
No,
it will
it
be
is wrong.
previous, right?
Wrong.
This is wrong. Okay, now let's see this here.
And this will be correct only. No?
But let's check, it may be incorrect.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, it may be incorrect. In the option, none of the above will be there, so it may be incorrect.
Okay. So it is 1, 0. So okay. And 0, 0. This is 0. Okay. 0. It is changing 1. So 0 and 1. What is happening?
So it will be correct or not?
0 and this is 1 is the previous good is correct. Again 0, 1 is the previous good is correct. Up to this point is correct. Again it is changing from higher and D is 1. So it should become 1. So it is correct. Again it is 1, 1. It is correct. 1, 1 correct. Again it is 0, 1. 0, 1. It is last correct. Again it is 0, 0 correct. 0, 0 correct. Now it is changing and it is 0. So it is 0. So it became 0 is correct. Again 1, 0. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, it is correct.
Yes, it is correct. So this week 7 all about the three things like the D latch, and first is RS flip flop, then RS latch, then D latch, and the D flip flop. So I would suggest please like watch like all the things. Well, watch the lectures, at least professor lecture, because you will get lot of things after watching the lectures, how actually working. So that's the things. Any doubt? Yes, Sanjay.
No doubts.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is clear.
Okay. And I'll suggest please watch at least one like professor lecture. That will be good.
No, yeah, we'll watch.
Yeah. So and the next week, like it will be next week